Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the new and improved Zeta Gundam. Always been one of my favorites. It really just plays very smoothly. The way you can, incorporate the transformation into, attacks is pretty great. And yeah, it's one of three mobile suits I had a badge with at one point, though I have not messed with badge matches in a long time, or at least not successfully. But once upon a time, I had this, the Zeta Plus C1, and I know this will shock you, the early production Gelgoog. I believe some of the things they've changed about Zeta is they've now given it biosensor level 2, and also it has, I believe they've increased the range on the arm grenades and a couple other just nice little things. As usual, I'll be reading out the changes and the statistics at the end of the video. But yeah, in addition to having a pretty good EPAC beam rifle, it has a beam saber bayonet attached. Essentially, it can emit a beam saber from the barrel, which basically functions as a spear and gives you a lot of extra range, like that. And the fact that the neutral swing is just a poke and a very linear attack is pretty spectacular because it's a great way to hit things without hitting anything else, without hitting your allies specifically. And yeah, I was not surviving a 5-on-1 very effectively there, so that is just, death. I did get a couple of hits in, but when I saw that Faz, I kind of figured I was doomed because I could stun other things fairly effectively to keep them off of me. But yeah, the Faz has so much stun protection, I was pretty sure that wasn't going to work out. Meanwhile, there's people bickering in the tells, and I found it irritating, but managed to just like focus on the game because yeah, sometimes I'll be honest, sometimes, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's felt this way. I really do wish there was just a tell that said "shut up and play." But no offense to anyone who may see themselves in this video, frustration is what it is. But yeah, just sometimes it's just like, if you stop focusing on how irritating this is and how angry you are at the other players and just try and do what you need to do, it works out a little better. And then sometimes it doesn't and there's nothing you can do. But that's just the nature of playing any game with other people, honestly, especially strangers. Yes, there is a stealth unit. It is a pixie. Looks like it is harassing our full armor Gundam Type B, so I'm going to go hopefully harass it back. Or possibly the Type B player got it, but right now I'm, again, just going to do something I can do that's productive, and that is just stick with the full armor for a moment and just keep an eye on the radar. None of that now is necessary because I found the pixie, and Vulcan kills are a thing. Don't sleep on your Vulcans when you need to kill something with almost no health left, because yeah, you can generally get something in your sights and follow it if you have to. Vulcans, of course, can be used while boosting almost all the time. I'm not sure if there's any exceptions, matter of fact, but yeah, they are definitely a weapon to be thinking about. See, our Pixie is now fighting something, so I thought I'd come help. It was the Faz. Help has been delivered, but it was mostly the Pixie's doing. I got a couple of shots in, big whoop. But yeah, they, just wanted... I'm trying to respond to distress calls, because, again, since people were getting kind of testy, I feel like a lot of times just doing that can be just the best way to get around back on track. Again, doesn't always work. Depends on the people, depends on the day, depends on how bad the round has been so far. But it's something you can do. And sometimes the most important thing about a problem is, can you actually do something about it? And also, if you can't... Oh, Pixie's behind me. I did the wide swing with the bayonet in the hopes of grabbing it. I did not, in fact, grab it. I am in biosensor. I am just trying to throw out stuns so that Faz won't kill me, and I was, however, set on fire, so I am down to 1 hit point. I don't anticipate a very long life at that score. I am getting some damage out though, so it's a shame that the biosensor skills and things like that aren't like, and low health, damage skills aren't dependent on how much health you have left in terms of how much damage they do. But yeah, Wave Rider Crash, that is something you get extra damage on if you are on at low health. And yeah, this is where I decided, okay, I will just go up here while I'm alive, try and send out some support fire, and then make some repairs. And I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm going to set that. There's only 2 people alive. They are low on health. I am, of course, even lower, but I'm going to do what I can and then get back to it. We've got a lead, so it's a good place to be in with 2 minutes left. And yeah, number 2's calling for help. Number 5's calling for help. I just, I sent sorry because I was not only, I was occupied, and there's only so much you can do at 2,000 health. One of those things is, of course, crash into things face first with the Wave Rider, which is what I am now trying to do. Coming up behind them, that works pretty well. Yeah, I think that was 4,000 damage I did to each of them. And I'm going to be dumb here. I thought I was going to try another lap, but I am out of boost, so I think I'm going to come up right behind. I might have grazed that MP new, but yeah, now that it and the Gundam are on me, I'm probably going to die. Yeah, I did get one last swing in on the Gundam, though, so it should be ready to drop. 5 is still letting us know about the stealth unit. I'm trying to think if there could be a stealth general here. It's 600, and the first thing that comes to mind, just because it's been very popular at 500 lately, is the Efreet Jaeger. But, that's 500. This is 600. I can't think of anything. If anybody else can, great. But I think they're probably talking about the other Pixie. And, it's good to call that out and let people know where it is. But also, sometimes, sometimes you have to just try and win the mirror match. Again, could be worse. And right now we are all alive with a minute left to go and a small lead. Yeah, they're saying tighten our defenses, and I agree, because yeah, this is where you just turtle up at your base, because there's 30 seconds left. It's a big map, and everybody is, gonna have to rush you if they want to make that win. I'm sticking my nose out front. Number 3 says they've got this, but yeah, to be honest, I'm just kind of holding 2, because we both have full health, so we are good to be the vanguard here and try and keep things busy while the round is about to end. And I'm going to do this via, trying to crash into things. Somebody else got the Gundam, that's fine. Again, widen the lead is a good thing. And that is the round. So, yeah, we pulled it together and pulled it off. Yeah, as you see, somebody sent sorry. Sometimes the round recovers and it's not as bad as you thought. So I'm always happy for those rare occasions. So yeah, 3 and 2 and 72,000. Not the world, but just the fact that this went counter to expectations generally made me think it was a good one to run. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so what they changed, they upped its speed by 5 points. Speed is now 135 instead of 130. It now has anti-blast stabilizer, so if you're meleeing something, you won't get heavy staggered. Has biosensor level 2. I forget what that does specifically, but there is a slight change to the skill that it gives you another part to the ability that is fairly effective. Again, apologies, I do not remember what it is, and it does not say here. Starting at level 2, the 650, it gets another 1,000 hit points, goes from 20k to 21. Close range slots, it gets 1 extra, going up to 18. Mid-range slots, 1 more going to 23, and 1 more long range going up to 10. At level 3, it gets a higher level of wing special cushioning, taking its buffer up to level 3, which I think should be about a 30% of reduction if the wings get hit. The arm grenade launchers got a 50-meter increase in range. They went from 250 to 300, so I did remember that correctly. And yeah, they increased the power of its downswing, which I think I didn't actually land very much, if at all, this round, sadly. I love that downswing with the long beam saber, the bayonet. I should have specified that when I was saying before, but oh well. But okay, so the average win for a general is at for across all generals at 600 is 50.6%. Level 1 Zeta had 48.5. Rival win rate is across all generals 52.4%. Zeta only had 47.1. MS loss 3.1 is the average, and it was spot on for that, but it was also about 11,000 damage down from the average. Average is about what I did, 73,989, and Zeta was doing 62,731. So yeah, this is the apparently the this was a display of the median Zeta Gundam at 600. At 650, general type average is 49.9%. Zeta was 47.5. It was once again down about 5% on rival wins, which 50.5 is the average across generals. 45.8 is the average for was the win rate for Zeta, or rival win rate for Zeta. Still spot on with losses, 3.0 to 3.0, but it was even farther down the damage tree there. Average damage for generals at 650 is 82,000, and Zeta was only doing 64. At level 3, it was even worse. Average damage there is 83,000, and Zeta was only doing 62. It also actually did come up on the MS losses there, 3.2 as opposed to the average of 2.9. And the rival win rate was abysmal. It was 35.7%. So that is definitely an improvement across everything. And in terms of, it does give a list of changes to the Wave Rider mode too, but they're all things that overlap with the mobile suit mode, so nothing really revelatory there.